You don't know the town. They drive on the other side of the road.
You could have been taken.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff. You know?
You could have got.
When you were dressed up as Goku, I don't think anyone would have messed.
They weren't going to mess with me. They weren't going to.
No, you know what that's even bigger target, right? The tourist guy dressed up as Goku, clearly Caucasian. You got somebody who's thinking that they're Liam Neeson coming over
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah,
it was fun. Like he came by and he apologized profusely.
Of course,
Yeah. But I didn't see any compensation for it. I didn't get anything, like, here's a free ticket, or oh, here's another picture. Nothing, like.
Well, we got an extra like 45 minutes on our trip.
Whatever.
It's a long time.
But it was definitely fun. That would not stop me from doing it again. Like I would totally do it again.
Absolutely.
Chris, what would you say was your favorite thing?
The cherry blossoms is amazing. We went at the perfect time. The two ladies planned this trip perfectly. Like we landed, the cherry blossoms were blooming, beautiful, and just before we left, they started to like fall off.
Oh,
so we have a lot of cool pictures of them, like where we went, and they're just blowing through the air, and it's beautiful.
That's awesome.
We went to Nara. I'm going to try to put up another video too with that. The girls are feeding the deer. Deer just walk around. Like, it's their big thing, Nara. They have just wild deer walking around, and they're kind of domesticated because they're used to people. So they bow to you and you give them some cookies, But
Really?
they attack you. They're like geese. If you ever went and fed the geese, they're like that.
Okay. Interesting.
And probably the Mario Kart was my most favorite, besides the fact that we did not go and see the monkeys.
Oh, the infamous monkeys.
These three
It rained,
people,
so these guys didn't want to go try to see if it was open. He lucked out.
monkeys are scary.
So we were talking about this actually, about these monkeys, and just so the viewers understand, during this conversation about these monkeys, because I was all about it, right? I was all about it. During this conversation, one of the ladies said that you are not allowed to look at the male monkeys in the eye. Immediately, I said, you know what? I am not about that life, because I'm not going to a monkey zoo that I'm not allowed to look at a male monkey because I might get hurt.
And they're right there. They're not caged
There's a
up.
guy
They're
with a
right there.
stick there. He's okay. He'll protect you.
No, you gotta. You could do the same thing at a tiger zoo. Hey, look, tigers everywhere. Don't look at them in the eye. I'm not going. Like, I'm not gonna get hurt by this savage beast. Monkeys aren't nice. We know that. Monkeys are not nice animals.
They have prehensile hand, like they can grab and rip and tear. They have claws. They have teeth. There's a bunch of them. Like if a bunch of them were to come at you, you can't handle a gang of monkeys, a gaggle of monkeys.
You couldn't handle two, really. Just like you can't even handle a really mad cat. One mad cat. You can't handle a mad cat.
Corey's cats, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You can't handle that cat.
You can't handle a cat. You can't handle a monkey. There's no way.
So I was really relieved when it started to rain and we couldn't go see the monkeys.
Oh, that's a shame, though.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was a great time. Like I don't feel I have to go back to Japan. I think we've done a lot of the things, but I would totally recommend anyone. It has nothing to do with video games. It's nothing to do with any of the geeky culture, whatever you want to call it. It's just a beautiful place to be. Everyone's so super nice and it's so clean there. It's an experience. It's totally different than the American thought, of life.
Yeah, that's it's awesome to say that you say that everyone's really nice, because if you even go out west here, and it's funny that you mentioned about the restaurant where you sat next to like a stranger and you didn't know him. I was out west at South Dakota with my granddad, and we were at a small restaurant in town. Me and him are eating. These two random dudes say, "Hey, is anybody sitting here?" I'm looking at him like, "Don't you see us sitting here?" You know what I mean? Mind you, it's like all old people though. And my grandfather's like, "No." So these two dudes sit down like, "What? All right, whatever." They pay their buck. They have their coffee. They say, "Where you from?" Clearly, I wasn't from there. And he was like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Jersey." Okay. Sip. Okay, bye guys. And I'm like, did you know those guys? He was like, "No, I've never seen them guys in my life." I'm like, what just happened? If you ever were at Fridays in New Jersey, just went to some random table, like a guy and a girl, guy and a guy, it don't matter. Is anybody sitting here? They look at you like you're absolutely insane.
They're ready to fight you. Yeah.
Don't you see me sitting here? You know what I mean? So it's interesting the different cultures, even within our own country, that
Right.
It's so different, especially when you go overseas. You know, I can't say the same about Italy. Everybody that we dealt with was nice that were employees. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really interact with too many other people besides like the guy who worked at the restaurant or the waitress. So it's like, you know, we had like the tour guide. He was nice, but I mean, he has to be, right? Or else you wouldn't go on
not
his
gonna
tour.
tip him. Yeah.
Wouldn't go on his tour.
Well, there's just two more things I want to say.
Go for
The
it.
language barrier really doesn't exist. A lot of people speak English or just enough to get by.
Okay.
And two, everyone has a cell phone and everyone is always on their cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
just walking.
Just walking down, I mean, there's signs everywhere, don't walk on your cell phone. You know, people are on the train on their cell phone. It was a little weird. I mean, even though we have teenagers here constantly on their cell phone, everyone's on their cell phone.
That's interesting that it would be, because here we're known for just that too. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's on the phone, but for you to say, for you to
more
bring it
so.
up and it's that much worse.
It's 80% of the people on the train are on their phone, and 60% of people walking are on their phone. You know, like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they are very. They keep to themselves a lot. They're very shy, so I think that's why they use their phone
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
Everything's very quiet there. You could tell when there's foreigners just because they're having a conversation.
Oh, really? Okay.
Everyone else isn't saying anything, you know. And it's nice on a subway. It's nice and quiet,
Yeah.
Right.
you know. But
That's just cool.
it was fun. It was
So,
good.
Corey, you got anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, I love the trip, and I'm looking forward to getting back into gaming now that we're here. We're well rested. I know that entire week we were all messed up with the
Dogging
time.
it. Yeah.
I couldn't play any video games, but I'm looking forward to getting back to our board game, finishing up some campaigns, possibly getting Persona 5 because of the whole Japanese culture now. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll probably be doing another podcast again in about 2 weeks. Who knows what the subject's going to be, but we're going to try to make it awesome. So take it easy, folks.